My name is Jacinth Headlam, and this is me.
This is me. This is me.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are watching This Is Me. I'm D. Curtis, your host, and my co-host, Patrick Tucker, is somewhere in this virtual office. Mr. Tucker, you here?
I'm somewhere hiding. I don't know where I am, but I'm somewhere.
Thank you. Well, you guys are in for a treat. Welcome to yet another episode of This Is Me. And today, our guest is no other but the amazing. The title is so long, I'm not even going to jump into it. But let's just start from right here.
This is me. This is me. No one else can tell my story. No one else but me. Oh yeah. This is me. This is me. Get to know who I am.
Wow. That is Jacinth. Tell us about this lady. Who is she?
Well, my name is Jacinth Headlam. Some of you know me as a QVC model. I work on air at QVC. Actress. I'm an author of the book Love After. Of course, a mom of two beautiful children. And I'm just Jacinth. This is me. You know, I'm that girl, that sister, your friend, Look, I'm just Jacinth, you know. When you take away all the accolades and all the title, I'm just me.
Welcome to This Is Me, Jacinth. Amazing. A lot of titles there for us. And boy, the first time I saw Jacinth, it was what? On the premiere of Muda?
Yeah, Muda. Yeah.
Yep. Muda. We'll have time to talk about that some more here. Jacinth, when you hear the name Cecile Black, what comes to mind?
That's my mom.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Tell us a little bit about mom.
That's my girl. She's my shero. Definitely a great example, a strong woman, very independent, very driven. I was raised by my grandmother until like early teens, and I came to America where my mom was here. My dad and my mom was already here in the States. And so I lived with her from like early teen till like early 20s. That's my mama. A woman who I admire.
How close are you guys?
We're very close. She lived like 20 minutes from me.
Oh.
Location, in terms of relationship, we're very close. Definitely.
So is it like you have?
Do I get to hang out with her all the time? No. I mean, due to COVID, I don't really get to see anybody. I don't really get to see my family like that. Like once in a while, probably once a month. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't get to see everyone. I'm just like stuck in my house if I don't have a show. So it's like, it's COVID, you know, if they are exposed or going around a lot of people, or she work in a nursing field. So it's like, I try not to be over there as much because they all are in the nursing field.
Yeah, that is tough. Hats out to her, you know, working all the sacrifices in this tough time. Yeah, COVID taught us to stay home, and especially for us,
Right.
always in the street, like just sit back, sit home. I know, you know, growing up in Africa, I think us, the Africans and Jamaican, we have similar, you know, upbringing and stuff. Were your mom ever the type that will spank you and tell you to stop crying at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything they can find, fist, belt, branch,
Wow. Okay.
ruler, yeah.
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
So, Jacinth, tell us a little bit more about your background, life in Jamaica before coming to the U.S. or life in the U.S. Growing up, what was it like?
I love Jamaica. There's no place like home. And I'm not saying that because I'm from Jamaica, because even now as an adult, when I go to Jamaica, I literally don't want to come back.
Yeah, man.
Probably if I stay there long enough, I'm like, okay, I'm ready now. But yeah, two weeks is not enough when I go home. Growing up in Jamaica, it was definitely rough. It was definitely rough. I was more in the country part in St. Mary, Richmond, St. Mary. So yeah, I was raised around a lot of the cows and the goats and the chicken and roosters and
Really?
yeah, that was my alarm clock every morning was the roosters. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, look. When I went to Jamaica, a couple years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, I'm on vacation. I'm not trying to wake up.
Uh-huh.
At crack of dawn, you best to believe those roosters
The
are on
roosters,
time, 6
most
o'clock in the
deaf.
morning. I'm like, I can't do this. This is too much. I'm going on somebody's resort.
Most
Yeah,
deaf.
but no, there's no place like home. Shout out to my grandmother, Lucilda Jackson, who is also like another mother to me because, of course, she raised me as well. A strong, faith-based Christian woman, evangelist, and yeah, not going to church was not an option. So yeah.
Gotta
Yeah.
ready.
Y'all gonna get there one way, shape, or form.
And you better be quiet while you're there too.
Okay.
Exactly.
I want to know something about this video that I'm about to play. Just tell me what's going on here on this video.
This right
That's
here
where
is where I was born and raised. Sugar Hill, Richmond. Up there is where I live. That's my Aunt Joy house.
By the way, you very poor camera
We
there.
had to climb this hill every day with buckets of water on my head. To and from school too.
My grandmother used to know.
The road to destiny.
She said, "What did we
how
get?
did you guys get the big?
We are FBI."
We're resourceful.
Oh man. Oh, when did I film that? I think I filmed that when I was doing Diary of a Bad Man tour. So I think that was like 2016. I went down and the team came to like visit where I was raised and things like that and spend the night over there in my home there. So yeah, that was fun. So I was just doing like a little behind the scene like clips of hair. I think I did one of like my school and yeah, so it was cute. It was just like something just for personal collection.
Oh, nice. I'm glad we have it then.
When you mentioned the chicken and cows and the goats curling, that's something Patrick can relate to currently because the last time we were on the episode, the goats and the chicken was in the background because he's
They're my neighbors. They are my neighbors.
Oh my gosh. That still happens?
Yeah, they're just next door actually.
Wow.
And
So you're in
luckily
a
for
country.
me, it's late. I'm actually in the city, but I'm in Senegal in Africa, and we live with them basically. So
They live in your house?
no, not in my house, but just like next door.
Outside?
Just outside.
Okay, good.
And if we're sleeping, you're gonna hear that.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy too, because in Jamaica, we wasn't raised with dogs inside the house.
yeah,
No.
Like they might come in and get some food, but they go back out on the veranda or something.
exactly. Yeah, our childhood, we didn't have video games or anything. We chased dogs for games, like
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Climbing trees was my hobby. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned in that video, carrying bucket of water on your head, going up and down that stairs. Is that where the whole workout started and the whole?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when in the country, especially back then, even till this day, when I go home, sometimes we just water down there can be scarce. So you have to go to the river or go to like a big well and fetch water. So that's
Do you used to do it when you go back home? Do you still do that?
No.
You don't.
We have the younger kids do it.
Oh. Okay.
But no, now it's better. Because we have well developed and stuff like that. So it's more modernized now for
Things
sure.
have changed.
Yeah.
And plus, when you're coming from America too, people are ready to do everything for you, like take
Right.
you to the bathroom, treat you
Right, because they think money grow on
tree.
trees. They think money grow on trees.
No more carrying water, no more. That's the thing of the past. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching This Is Me, and to this episode, our guest is no other but Jacinth. She have a lot of great things that you want to stick around for, but we'll hear from our sponsor, and we'll be right back.
Your jubilation and celebration. Are you planning a wedding, celebrating an anniversary, or a graduation party? How about that crowd-pulling concert? Book D. Curtis now for an unforgettable experience. With D. Curtis as your master of ceremony, your event is guaranteed to leave an impression. Book now. Book D. Curtis at bookdcurtis2018gmail.com or call 804-714-7850. D. Curtis, your event is his business.
Hey, before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, hit the button, share, let people know. This is me. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a lot in store. We're here on This Is Me, this episode. Myself, D. Curtis, and my co-host Patrick Tucker. Our guest today is Jacinth. All right. Jacinth, this other part of the interview, we got some amazing things to show you, and we just want you to check them out.
Okay.
What do you think? I'm in pain.
Ouch.
What do you do after that? Do you cry or do you celebrate the goal? What's
Oh,
next?
no, I'm crying because that's painful.
Oof.
That is I can just imagine his pain. Like, yeah, he's in pain.
That's.
I
I'm
know.
You can
still,
always celebrate later.
I'm
I know,
still
right?
in pain.
Probably just go sit down on the bench, wait for the game to be over, and then celebrate.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the second one is an image. Since you're the fashionista,
Mm-hmm.
tell us what you think.
It's not something I would wear. No, it's not. Not something I would wear, but I do applaud whoever can wear something so bold. It wouldn't fit my shape of face.
For me, looking at this, I think about, Jamaica, right? You're out there, and those guys that saw the coconuts, that peeled the coconuts, and they're peeling it through the process. Do you get that picture?
It looks
No.
like a coconut.
You don't get it?
I'm trying to see. It does look like the top of a lion, though. Like if you turn it around, it's like, look like it could be a lion head.
Oh, okay. You got a different vision. I see a coconut.
I feel coconut too, like they just peeled all apart.
Really?
I see a coconut.
All right. We appreciate you sharing your upbringing, your family with us. Hold on. Before we get there, Patrick, she mentioned something about her being a mother. I want to explore that style a little bit more. Talk to us about your kids.
Oh, yes. My babies. Yes.
Look at
I'm one of the best roles that I've ever embodied is being a mother, because you can have everything and lose it tomorrow. And my legacy will live on, not through materialistic things, not through titles, not through anyone else, but they are my legacy. They are my bloodline. That's, so that's most important for me right now. Nothing else matters.
Little mama got you a smile. I think that the both got you a smile.
Both got a smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the
What
names?
their names and ages?
Yeah. And I hear that my daughter looks more like me. Well, in terms of the lips, the smile, yeah.
What are their names and their ages?
J and J.
J.
Jaden and Jen. And my son is 11. My daughter is 7.
Oh, you guys are all J's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome. It's good seeing your kids here. I had the opportunity because I don't know how to read. I don't like reading. So I came across something called Love After. What is love after? Who is love after? Is it after me? Is it after Patrick? Do I run? Do I stand? What is love after?
Right. Love After is my motivational memoir. So it's a book.
It's a book.
Yeah. So it's my book that I published in 2019, February 2019. And it's a motivational memoir. So I give, I share my story of pretty much coming from a place of being broken, losing everything and having to build myself up from scratch and coming to a place of healing, renewal, restoration, and, you know, having to re-identify my identity and who I am. And yeah, and Love After is finding yourself, finding your voice. So Love After can be anything that you had to die from in order to now be renewed, reborn, and seek a new beginning. So whether it's love after divorce, love after any type of trauma, whether it's abuse, addiction, any kind of shortcomings, whatever it is that you feel like you had to die from, because we all have a past. We all have things that we struggle with. We all have traumas. So what is your love after that? How do you rise above that? How do you, you know, heal from die to self and come to a place of rebirth, and restoration. So that's what love represents.
So it's like a comeback story.
Yes, comeback story, a rebirth. Yep.
Awesome. And I notice you're not just keeping this to just a book. I notice it's a movement now.
It's a movement.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I
Definitely.
saw.
I definitely didn't see myself writing a book.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was going through everything, and journaling was also how I was able to come to a place of healing, just writing things down and clearing it and owning it and making, you know, taking ownership, and knowing that, okay, I'm not okay. I need to get past this. I need to get over this. I need to heal. And then writing it, that's how come I was able to heal. And I first had to minister to myself. And then once I was able to and got the courage to get up from there, it was just put in my spirit that, okay, there's other people who have been through what you've been through, who needs to hear this as well. And you don't know who you can empower, whether if it's 1 or 5, you did your job. And that's what I ended up doing. And this book have landed me in different countries, continent that I've never dreamt of, you know, thinking that would even happen that way, shape or form. I thought it would probably happen with filming before a book. So it was definitely not in the cards for me. Definitely wasn't in the plan for me, but God's plans and your plans sometimes can be totally different and sometimes even opposite.
Yeah. That's right. Now, at what point during your process did you decide to do a book, like to do it in a book? Because you had your journals, you had everything, you had your experience, and at what point did you decide, like, okay, this needs to be in a book? Or was it someone who influenced you?
I definitely feel like close people were like, Jacinth, I feel like I see you writing a book. And I'm like, nope, can't do it. I don't want people in my business. I'm a very private person. I don't want nobody judging me. And I just feel like, no, I didn't want nobody knowing my business. And then if it's personal, it's not just interfering. It's not just affecting me. It's affecting my family. It's affecting, you know what I'm saying? So because when you're coming out and you're telling your truth and touching traumas, you have to be transparent. And that was very hard for me to be transparent and come to a place of vulnerability. That's not easy.
And you did an amazing job from the little that I've listened to. It's awesome. You know, it make me want to like tell my own story.
Gonna have your own love after too?
Yeah, you know,
I think you should.
And my love before and love forward, everything, you know.
And love all over.
Yeah, exactly.
Love in the middle. Love in the middle of.
Yeah.
So, Justin, what was this again? Do you remember what this picture was taken?
What was that? That was done in London. So when I first did the book, I did a pre-launch in Jamaica, and then New York, and then that May I went to London, and from London to Nigeria, and then later that year in 2019 I went to like Cayman Island, Canada, things like that, certain states in the US when I did like a tour.
That's nice.
So how can our readers get their hands on this amazing book? I'm still enjoying your voice, listening to you every morning on my way to work and stuff like that, but how can they either get the audio book or get a hard copy?
Sure. Well, it is on Amazon. It's on Barnes and Nobles. I also recorded the Audible version of it, which I'm a fan of. I'm an Audible girl. I'm just very busy, so it's like to sit still and read a book is harder because I'm always on the go. Of course, not during COVID as much, but I just love Audible. It comes alive for me. It's easy for me to visualize. So I did Audible, and yes, I did narrate it. Because when the authors don't narrate their books, I feel a little cheated. I don't know. I be feeling a sort of way.
And you delivered. You were in. You were taking me through those chapters. Like, okay.
Yeah, like I like when an author does their Audible. It just makes it more real. So I did do my Audible with my own voice. Like I said, it's on Amazon. They can ship it to you. Amazon pretty much ship like everywhere. Or if you want it directly from me and you want an autographed copy, you can go to theloveafter.com and purchase it directly from me through my website. But yeah, a lot of people do Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, Audible, or even the e-copy Kindle.
Okay. Nice.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard. Go ahead, grab you a copy. I got mine. For me, I just love the voice. I'm there. I'm listening to the voice. I love the voice too. So go ahead and grab you a copy.
What's been your most memorable role since you've been acting?
Most memorable
role you've played?
Most memorable role, I would have to say my role as Detective Simone William in Diary of a Bad Man, just because it touched home for me. I was able to speak in my native, patois, Jamaican patois. It was actually my first acting role because the guy, Demraye Deneran, who was the writer, director, producer, he actually worked with my dad as security guard. So when I told my dad, I was like, Daddy, I think I want to do it really first started with me because my dad and I, we watch a lot of Nollywood films. And I was like, I can do that. I want to be in a Nollywood film. And my father was just like, I have this Nigerian guy. Yeah, I'm the filming and things. I'm going to exchange you guys' phone number and, call him. And when I called Demraye, he was just like, hey, I'm putting together some scripts now. And I was thinking of this Jamaica love story, gangsterism type of thing. You go undercover to take down this Jamaican drug lord, but you get to know him on another scale. And he's like the Robin Hood of his community. And he have like a whole nother side to him. Okay. He's actually like a hero. Then you fall for him. And it's like, now you're at the cross line between, oh my God, do I turn him in? Or do I, protect my career and my what I've worked so hard for, jeopardize that? So definitely Diary of a Bad Man. Because for two things, it was my first role ever as a leading role. On top of that, in a feature film, and then I was able to touch, my culture, speak patois, and it was written pretty much for me, and it took us across the globe as well. Like we went to Jamaica, we were accepted we won the Jamaica Film Festival, Canada, we won the best feature for Canada. Caribbean Tales Film Festival. We also got a theatrical distribution deal, Grand Cayman Island and Jamaica in the movie theaters. We also sold out premieres in London. So yeah, we really traveled with that film, and it was just like, whoa! For that being our first film is like, it just lets you know that there's nothing too hard for God. And I talk a lot about it because I'm so passionate, because my mind was blown that year. How there's no excuse. You just don't know. Like when you take a leap of faith and you do what God put in your heart and you are obedient, He opened up doors in such a miraculous ways that you didn't even have to work hard for. Things just fall right in your lap. And that's all about being in alignment and being in the right place at the right time. Like divine timing is everything, but it comes with first being in alignment and being obedient. We won the October Film Festival for People's Choice Award. So the October Film Festival, that was in New York. I think it was in Harlem at the time, and that was 2016. And my daughter was holding up like the Jamaican flag. You don't know? Yes, the same movie.
Don't know.
Yep.
Oh wow.
And you're right. You did extremely well in that movie. At one point, I was like, is she gonna turn him in or she's not? And then the crackhead part that you played, I was like, oh, she is so crazy.
I hated that part, but that you can't judge a character. I can't judge my character. But every time that part come on, I'm like, oh, I kind of like sink in my chair. I'm like, oh, it's just not something I would ever say. It felt so uncomfortable.
You did an amazing job with that role. So just going back, looking at everything, your achievement, the acting, the modeling, like when did this all started for you? Were you practicing in the bathroom, in the kitchen? How did it all start?
I know it might sound a little cheesy, but I actually started in church.
Oh.
So while I was in church, we used to do like Christmas production, Easter production, resurrection, different production in church. And then it was just like, I just got that acting bug where I'm like, I would love to do this as a profession. Because at the time, I was already in the business from modeling since the late teens. So I think I started modeling like 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was already doing runway shows. I was already doing like photos for like Hair Magazine, Black Hair Magazine, Hype Hair Magazine when I was 18. Runway. So I've done runway for like Tommy Hilfiger, Rockaway, Baby Fat, some other local designers and upcoming designers. And then stopped, finished school. See, that's one of the spreadsheet. Life happened and I became a wife and, had 2 kids and kind of put my dream on the back burner. And after I had my daughter Genesis, which was my new beginning, I'm like, I'm just going to go all out and pursue this thing. And that's when I actually got into acting.
Nice. So if Jacinth today could talk to Jacinth from this age, what will you tell her?
Good question. What would I tell her in a abridged version? I would say to be more bold, to don't procrastinate, and to not walk with fear, but because God have not given you the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So if you're going to do something, do it well and don't second guess yourself. That's something I used to do a lot in the past, a second guessing myself. Would people support? Would people love it? Would I be good enough? So I wasn't as confident. And especially when you're in a relationship where you don't get that support from your partner, it's even 10 times harder because it's like you kind of feel like you're stuck between 2 different worlds. So I would definitely say you are enough. Go out, get it, spread your wings, and just take a leap of faith and just fly. And don't matter where you land as long as you don't stay down. For sure.
Those are some words of wisdom.
Yeah, and that goes to all our young lady watching out there, and even y'all the dudes. Sometimes y'all be acting like y'all all tough, but those are some good nuggets right there.
The alpha male.
I know, right? Jacinth, like you've achieved a whole lot. I think when I counted, correct me if I'm wrong, I counted like about maybe 7 to 8 awards so far.
Yeah, something like that. I looked over the cabinet, like something like that.
Yeah, it could be more. But one of the things that really struck me is you having your own day. What does it mean to have a day of your own? Tell us about that.
The city of Allentown had awarded me a Jacinth Headlam Appreciation Day. I believe that was in 2019. Yeah, the proclamation, Jacinth Headlam Appreciation Day in Allentown. So yes, February 23rd. So yeah, that was definitely an honor for sure. I didn't see it coming at all. So I'm grateful for the Rising Sun of PA initiative and all the whole team, Carrie Holmes and her team for even making it possible. So I'm grateful.
Good question.
Michelle Bethune, yeah.
When you got a call and you were told that they were going to name a day after you in your town, what was the reaction? First reaction?
I don't think it really hit me until I got there. Because I don't think it really hit me until I saw it, and I'm like, oh, this is for real. And I think for me, it like for real, like really, what does that mean?
I know, right?
So for me, it really didn't hit me right away, and I think for me, I was definitely honored and humbled, but I also felt like I have to now live up to this thing even more. So it added a lot of pressure because I felt like I don't feel like I did enough. Like I didn't feel deserving. Like, cause usually, let me explain. Usually I feel like people that receive stuff like this are like huge celebrities and like, don't look at me like that. I don't see myself in that
You're
way.
huge.
Wow.
Like the first time I saw you.
But now I'm thinking like huge celebrities, like someone who has like made major, like a major motion picture actor or a huge like Billboard, Grammy nominated, Grammy award winning, Emmy award winning. Like, so in my mind, I'm thinking those are the type of people that would get something like that, or would get a street named after them, or would get a day. So for me, I was like, I haven't even did a fraction of what I really set out to do. Mm-hmm. So I just didn't feel like I was, 100%. Yeah.
They felt that you deserved it, and they did give it to you, so you deserve it.
Absolutely. So that's why I said I'm humbled, and it definitely helped me to it's motivation to push me to be the best version of myself, because people like this that gave me that is what I hold on to. Like, man, they believe in me, so I gotta keep pushing. I gotta believe in myself. Because oftentimes it's easier said than done. I mean, the pressure that comes with being in the entertainment industry is very competitive. You're hearing 1,000 no's before you even get one yes. And it's enough to make somebody want to give up. You're constantly having to redefine yourself, reinvent yourself. Sometimes you question yourself. Am I good enough? Will I ever get that break? And you have to get to a place of, you know what? If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just going to be at peace, happy, and trust the process and trust God's timing.
I can't imagine what I would do for a day of my own. I'm going to walk around, go into the supermarket, start eating stuff, and don't want to pay because it's my day. I want to do whatever.
Yeah, like, look, it's my day.
It's my day. Yeah, you hungry? Hey, you hungry? Come on.
Free food for everybody.
Free food for everybody.
Free food for everybody.
Yeah, but, and you're so humble, and
I hear that a lot, where a lot of my friends have said, Jacinth, you need to start thinking about like where you're going. Like the way you look at yourself is not the way people look at, and it's a good thing, but sometimes you have to reshape the way you're thinking of yourself, because like it's not really, you don't have that picture in your head of yourself like that. Okay. Like for me, I would just like go to Nigeria or go to Ghana or Africa and just be out there by myself. And it's like the average people might be like, you crazy? Yeah. They could probably kidnap you and hold you for ransom.
Exactly. Yeah, and
so it's like I don't see myself like that.
Yeah. It's good, and it's not good also, because
that's what they say. Like it's a good thing, but it's kind of not good.
You keep a low profile on a lot of occasions, but then there are chances you need to be recognized for who you are, though.
You are right. You are where you are right now, and you're having a day of your own. Mm-hmm. Imagine you get into that status of where they are. You probably have a year of your own.
That's when I have a whole street sign.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Very soon. I'm guessing very soon in Jamaica.
Right, I might have a whole street, a whole city named after me. I'm gonna put that on my vision board. That's a whole goal right there. Yeah. Jamaica, Wagwan, Jamaica. Prime Minister, hit me up.
Straight up.
Awesome stuff right here. We're gonna switch it up a little bit here. Thank you very much for sharing. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching no other but the great of the greatest that don't think she is, but we are sitting and waiting for that big bang. All right? It's an honor to have you here, Jacinth.
Thank you.
Jacinth, quick question. Have you ever been starstruck?
Starstruck?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You haven't?
No, not yet. Oh. At least not yet. Probably when I see Beyonce, I'm like, that's my girl. I love her. I don't know if I would get. I don't know, because I think I just look at them like they're just regular people who've just made it further in their career than everyone else. Mm-hmm. It's just timing. They've caught up to their time, and other people just haven't caught up to their time yet. So I kind of look at them like they're regular people. But let me tell you, honey, I love me some Morris Chestnut. Okay,
Okay. Nah, he's
I love
discouraged.
All the girls, man.
But you know, he is a married man. But I do like,
No.
yeah.
There's no
What is
crime in
it?
admiring
That's
though.
the Hollywood crush.
What
It's
is
the
it?
height, it's the
Dude.
chocolateness, it's
Dude, listen to the
his
name.
work and his craft. Yeah, he's just.
I got a bone to pick with God. I swear. When I get to heaven, God must answer some questions. Like, why do I have to be short? Why am I not very dark enough? I will paint myself.
I will paint myself.
I will paint myself. This is good to know. Hopefully he's hearing. My crush is what's her name? Gabrielle Union.
Oh, Gabrielle is
Oh.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna say mine for security reasons.
Plead the fifth, boo. We gonna tell us later. Off air.
Off air.
Right.
All right, so Jacinth, we're gonna change gear here. We're gonna these are rapid fire questions. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is hot dog a sandwich or just a dog?
It's a sandwich. It's between two buns.
So whenever it's a sandwich.
Yeah, it's a sandwich.
Okay.
Okay.
I never knew that.
I just learned that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Great. I know you have a city, a day of your own in it's PA, right? It's in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You run that.
Town.
According to me, you run that city. I've seen you on TV. I've seen you everywhere doing your stuff. So how many street lights do they have in PA?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
I don't even know.
Pennsylvania is a huge state.
I know, right?
All right. Let's say in Allentown.
I don't know because I don't even drive all over Allentown.
She don't go around big counting the street light. Okay. What?
Right. Like I don't know.
All right. Next question. You are traveling
Mm-hmm.
to wherever place of your choice. What are the three things you put in your bag?
My phone,
Okay.
my wallet,
All right. You gotta pay for stuff.
and my toothbrush.
And your toothbrush gotta maintain that smile. Look at
Guy
that.
can't be having fresh. We gotta have fresh breath.
Yeah.
I almost said makeup, but I
Yeah,
guess
I was
it's not that
taking
important.
the wig, but anyway, she got a long hair. No wig. You're not taking the wig.
I should have said body wash. Yeah, body wash. Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm not going nowhere without my phone. I need money when I travel, so I need my wallet.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta
And
maintain
yeah,
the smile.
something to clean my body because I can always use that body cleaner to clean my teeth.
What is the fastest way to exit a building?
Run through the back end, through the exit. Run.
Just find the exit and just run.
Yeah, the fastest way to exit is to run.
Would you rather be able to predict the future or see into the future or be able to read minds?
I want to see into the future
Why?
because I'm nosy.
He wants to
But
see
then
your
again,
street.
reading minds is like, but it's like I'm not so concerned with other people. I
Okay.
want to know what's coming up so I can plan accordingly.
She wants to see her street in Jamaica.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know what's coming up so I can plan accordingly. Because if I read minds and it's bad things, it might not sit well with me,
True.
and it's gonna bother me. It's gonna give me lack of peace, and especially if I can't tell them that I know what they're thinking.
And you're distracted based on that.
Yeah, it's like I'm walking around with an attitude, and they don't know. It's like I read your mind. You said something nasty about me in your mind. Yeah, it's like no.
Yeah.
I rather peace. I don't have to be right.
Jacinta. I said Jacinta. I keep making mistakes because Jacinta. Okay.
Yeah.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Fly
Why?
and see in the future because flying is liberating. Like you're flying above, you're spreading your wings. So I'm just thinking of what that symbolizes. It's like a bird. It's like who don't want to fly and get to places and skip traffic. But you know what? I'll take that back.
Oh, really?
I what's that superpower when you can just
Teleport. Teleport.
teleport?
Uh,
Oh,
I'm like, why fly and do the hard work when I can teleport? I snap my fingers and I'm in Jamaica. You know what? I take teleporting. Yep.
okay.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
But that's it. It's been amazing having you on here. We certainly do appreciate you honoring our invitation to come. This one question we ask all of our guests: who would you love to see on This Is Me?
Genevieve.
Genevieve, as in the Nigerian actress Genevieve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
That's like one of my favorite.
She's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah.
He inspired me in wanting to do Nollywood films. Like my dad and I, we are obsessed with Genevieve's work. Like she's just dope.
But thanks again for coming on. This
All right, you guys. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity, and congratulations on even having this platform. So I know it's gonna bless many. It's been a blessing to me as well. Thank you, because you guys are like some FBIs. I'm like, where they dig that up from? They not pick no
No one else can tell my story. No one else but me. Oh yeah, this is me. This is me. Yeah. Get to know who I am from me.
We need your support. Yeah, you. Please subscribe and share the channel. We appreciate you.
Are you really sure?